Are we all living in a cave, only seeing shadows of reality? Is the world you see actually hiding something much deeper? Plato's allegory of cave challenges us to question everything we think we know. The allegory of the cave is a powerful story told by the Greek philosopher Plato over 2000 years ago. It's a metaphor for human perception and ignorance and the journey towards truth and understanding. Plato was a Greek philosopher, mathematician, and student of Socrates. Was born in 428 BC in Athens. There were troubled times for Athens. He witnessed the defeat of Athens in her war against Sparta. So he lived in a time of political instability. Plato came under the influence of Socrates in his early youth and remained with him till his execution. Plato's allegory of cave is found in his work The Republic, especially in his book 7. Okay, now we will discuss about what is allegory. Imagine a dark cave where a group of people has been chained since birth, facing a blank wall. Behind them, there is a fire casting shadows on the wall. The shadows become their reality. For these prisoners, reality is limited to shadows. They see shapes on the wall and believe these are real objects, not realizing they are just reflections. In this image, we can see some people sitting chained so they can only look straight ahead at a wall. They have been their whole lives, so they believe this wall is their entire world. In Plato's story, these prisoners represent people who only see a small part of reality. According to Plato, they are veiled in ignorance. On the wall, you can see shadows of things like animals, since the prisoner can't see anything else. They think these shadows are real objects. The shadows symbolize the limited and distorted view of reality that the prisoners have. To the right, one prisoner has broken free and is climbing out of the cave. The journey out of the cave, as it symbolizes enlightenment and the journey towards knowledge and truth. This represents the ultimate reality of knowledge that exists beyond the cave. When the escaped prisoner first steps out of the cave, he is overwhelmed by the brightness of sunlight. It is painful at first and he struggles to see clearly because he was spent his entire life in darkness. But gradually, as his eyes adjust, he starts to see the world in full color and depth. Things he never knew existed, like trees, rivers, animals, and the sun itself. The prisoner comes to understand that the cave was an illusion. He is grateful for his new understanding, but also realizes that his fellow prisoners are still trapped, living in ignorance, believing in shadows. This awareness brings him a sense of responsibility. He feels he should go back to the cave and share what he is learned, even though he knows they might not believe or understand him. This image tells the story of people trapped in a cave, only able to see shadows, believing these shadows are all that exists. One of them escapes, discovering the real world outside the cave, which is much bigger and more complex than he imagined. This story is a metaphor, meaning it teaches us that we might only see a small part of reality and that there is a whole world of knowledge beyond what we first perceive. In the description, I will give all the video links of Plato. You can watch if you want. Thank you.